I haven't been releasing any videos lately because I want my next video to be a really huge, important announcement, such as the inclusion of a significant feature that people have been waiting for a long time. I'm working on two very significant things right now, but neither of those features are finished yet, so I'm not ready to release a video at this time. However, I still want to assure people that I'm consistently making progress on the game, and that's what this video is for. When I first started uploading videos to YouTube, my videos were short and simple. At some point in time, my videos became elaborate productions involving fancy artwork and motion graphics, which takes several days to produce. This video will be a return to the way things used to be. It's going to be short, and it's not going to be very fancy. Because this video isn't up to the standards of my usual work, I'm uploading it as an unlisted video. It's just for the fans who want to be assured that I'm still alive and still making progress. The latest build contains 40 differences from the previous build, which is pretty significant. The majority of these are bug fixes, but there are also some meaningful changes or additions to the game's mechanics, and that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. All of InfoChan's services, schemes, favors, drops, require you to compensate her by doing unethical things for her, such as providing her with panty shots or placing covert listening devices around school for her. I've always wanted to provide the player with more ways to earn favors from InfoChan, so that if the player is opposed to the idea of taking panty shots, they still have plenty of alternatives. As of the latest build, there is now a new way to earn favors from InfoChan, providing her with stolen phones. Previously, it was only possible to steal a student's phone during a scripted event, like Kokona's shower event. It is now possible to steal any female student's phone when they leave their phone in their locker before taking a shower. When you provide InfoChan with a stolen phone, she installs software on that phone that allows her to remotely access it. Then, she gives the phone back to you so that you can return the stolen phone to its owner by placing the phone on the owner's desk. With remote access to the student's phone, InfoChan can learn everything that the student does with her phone, which can provide InfoChan with blackmail over that student. In a future update, perhaps it will become possible to pay InfoChan to gain remote access to a student's phone. This would create the potential for gameplay mechanics that revolve around impersonating a student by sending text messages from their phone. At the end of the school day, any student who cannot locate their phone will tell the faculty about it. The faculty will check your belongings and expel you if they discover stolen goods in your inventory. The ability to ask students to follow you around school offers the player a massive advantage, since it can be used to lure a student to a place with no witnesses, or keep a student distracted for multiple hours. To balance this feature, there is now a timer on how long students will follow Yandere-chan, and the timer is linked to your reputation. The lower your reputation is, the less time students will follow you for, and the higher your reputation is, the more time students will follow you for. By default, students will only follow you for 35 seconds. A reputation of -100 will cause students to only follow you for 10 seconds, whereas a reputation of +100 will cause students to follow you for a maximum of 60 seconds. As an experiment, I've decided to make Windows transparent in the latest build. It has a small negative impact on the frame rate, but it looks really nice aesthetically. Giving students the ability to see through windows would require a huge investment of time, since I would have to remove and replace hundreds of collision boxes all around the school. So at this point in time, students can't see through windows. I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to keep things this way or change things back to the way they were before. I'll wait for player feedback before making a decision. There are a lot of animations in the game that just look bad. I don't want to release a build that contains Osana while there are still so many janky animations, so I've been replacing some of the game's worst animations. Here's an example of how things looked before and how things look now.
No, wait.
Huge improvement, right? There's no way I would want to release Osana while there are still animations like this in the game. I don't want to release Osana until the game has been brought up to a higher standard, and that's one of the things I'm focusing on right now. On that note, I'm improving aspects of the game's environments as well. Previously, Yandere-chan's basement looked pretty awful because it was completely empty with no props. As part of the process of raising the game to a higher standard of quality, the basement has been given props that make it look 100 times better than before. I've made a tremendous amount of progress on the feature that I teased at the end of my last video. I'm really proud of what I've managed to accomplish. It has been incredibly satisfying to work on this feature, because I've successfully been able to implement it exactly the way I've been imagining it for the past 5 years. However, I don't want to show you even a single second of footage, because I want to reveal it properly, and I want it to be a complete surprise. As I mentioned before, Osana is 100% functional, and the only reason I haven't released her is because I want to fix bugs, remove exploits, add polish, and improve anything that looks janky. For example, I recently learned that the player can eliminate Osana with no challenge at all if they simply dump gasoline on her and set her on fire. This completely circumvents Raibaru, who is supposed to prevent the player from eliminating Osana without putting in any work. To fix this, Raibaru will now verbally warn Osana about the smell of gasoline if she is approaching a door that has a gasoline bucket trap over it. This will prevent the player from eliminating Osana with fire without dealing with Raibaru first. At this point in time, I've finished polishing Osana's matchmaking elimination method, and the only thing that remains before I release her is polishing her befriend betray elimination method. I'm really looking forward to finally being able to release her. I hope that this video has made you feel optimistic about the current state of the game's development. The next video I upload will be closer to my usual standard. Thanks for watching, and thank you for following the development of Yandere Simulator.